You found a flight for $89. Great deal, right? You're feeling good. You click select. Then come the fees. Carry-on bag? $35. Seat selection? $25. Want to change your flight if something comes up? $75. Priority boarding so you don't fight for overhead space? $20. Your $89 flight just became $244, and you haven't even checked a bag or bought a drink. Welcome to modern travel booking, where the price you see has absolutely nothing to do with what you'll actually pay. So how did we get here? That's what this channel is about, so hit that subscribe button. How did booking a simple flight turn into fee mathematics that requires a calculator and a will to live? Let's go back to the late 1990s and early 2000s. This is when budget airlines really took off, pun intended. Southwest, Ryanair in Europe, EasyJet. Their pitch was simple. We'll get you there cheap. No frills, but cheap. And people loved it, because the alternative was paying $400 for a 2-hour domestic flight. But here's the genius move that destroyed everything. They unbundled the service. Traditional airlines included everything in the ticket price. Your seat, your bag, your meal, your ability to change the flight, it was all one price. Budget airlines said, nah, we'll charge you for each piece separately. At first, it seemed fair. You only pay for what you use. If you don't need to check a bag, you save money. If you don't care where you sit, you save money. Choice and savings. What could go wrong? Then the traditional airlines looked at the budget carriers making money hand over fist on fees and thought, wait, why are we including anything? Delta, United, American, they all started copying the budget model. But they didn't lower their base fares to match. They just started charging extra for things that used to be included. Checked bags used to be free, then they weren't. First bag is $35, second bag is $45. Overweight bag, that's $100. Your suitcase is 2 pounds over, pay up. Seat selection used to be free. Now it's tiered. Want the exit row with extra legroom? $60. Want an aisle seat in the front half of the plane? $25. Want to not be in the middle seat between two strangers? $15. Meals used to be included on long flights. Now you're paying $12 for a sad sandwich and $8 for a small bottle of wine. That would cost $7 for the whole bottle at a store. Flight changes and cancellations used to have reasonable fees. Now it's $200 to change a domestic flight, and if you need to cancel, good luck. Most cheap tickets are non-refundable. You can pay extra upfront for a refundable ticket, but that costs nearly double the base fare. The price you see is never the price you pay. And here's the psychological trick they're using. Anchoring. They show you that $89 fare and your brain locks onto it. That's the price now. That's what a flight costs. Then they upsell you piece by piece, and each individual fee seems small compared to the base fare. $25 for a seat, that's only 28% more. $35 for a bag, that's just 40% more. But you're not comparing it to zero, you're comparing it to 89. They've anchored you to the low number, so everything feels reasonable. By the time you're done, you've paid $244, but it doesn't feel like a ripoff because you chose each fee. You could have said no. You could have sat in the middle seat in the back. You could have carried on a personal item that fits under the seat. You could have risked not changing plans. They've made you feel cheap for wanting basic service. And if you're realizing you've been played by this exact strategy, hit that like button. The algorithm ironically needs to know this is connecting with people by serving it to more people who are getting nickel and dime to death. Hotels caught on too, because of course they did. It used to be simple. You booked a room, that was the price. Maybe there was a resort fee in fancy places, but that was it. Now, the advertised rate is a lie. You book a room for $120, then you get hit with the resort fee of $35 per night. What's included in the resort fee? Access to the pool you weren't going to use, the gym you weren't going to use, and the Wi-Fi that should be free in 2026. Then there's parking, $25 per night, in a suburban hotel with a massive empty parking lot. Want to cancel your reservation if your plans change? You need to book the flexible rate, which is $40 more. The cheap rate is non-refundable starting 48 hours before check-in. Early check-in, $30. Late checkout, $40. Want a room on a higher floor with a better view? That'll be an upgrade fee. They've turned hotel booking into a game of Minesweeper, where every click costs money.
And the comparison sites made it worse, not better. Expedia, Booking.com, Kayak, they were supposed to bring transparency, show you all the options, let you compare, pick the best deal, democracy for travel booking. Except they're not neutral. They're paid by the airlines and hotels to rank certain options higher. The cheapest flight might not include bags. The best hotel might be best because they paid for placement. And the fees aren't always included in the comparison price. You sort by lowest price, start booking, and then the fees appear. But you're already invested. You've already clicked through. Might as well finish. They also introduced new anxiety: dynamic pricing. Prices change by the hour now. You see a flight for $200, you think about it for an hour, you come back, and it's $280. Or maybe it's $180. You have no idea. So you're constantly refreshing, constantly second guessing, wondering if you should book now or wait. It's FOMO weaponized. Book now or lose the deal. Except there's always another deal. Or maybe there isn't. You can't tell. And the worst part? You're paying more for worse service.
Airlines used to compete on service. Better meals, better seats, better experience. Now they compete on who can squeeze the most fees out of you while providing the minimum legal service. Legroom has shrunk, seats have gotten narrower, flights are packed to capacity because empty seats are wasted revenue. You're treated like cargo that happens to need oxygen. Hotels used to compete on experience. Now they compete on who can hide fees most creatively. The resort fee is the most insulting one because it's mandatory but not included in the advertised price. It's just a way to make the room look cheaper than it is. If it's mandatory, it's not a fee, it's part of the price. But calling it a fee lets them advertise a lower rate. You're also doing more work for the same price. Self-check-in kiosks at hotels. Online check-in for flights that's basically required now. Printing your own boarding pass or downloading the app. You're the unpaid labor. They fired staff, automated everything, and passed the savings on to themselves, not you. And the loyalty programs? Those got worse too. Frequent flyer miles used to mean something. Fly enough, get a free flight. Simple. Now it's dynamic pricing for award tickets too. That free flight costs 25,000 miles on a Tuesday in February, but 80,000 miles on a Friday in July. The miles are worth whatever the airline decides they're worth that day. Hotel points are the same. You need twice as many points for the same room as you did 5 years ago. And good luck actually finding availability for award nights. The whole system is designed to make you feel like you're getting a deal while extracting maximum revenue.
You're not saving money by unbundling. You're paying more for less.
The base fare is fake. The real price is hidden behind 17 different fees that you discover one click at a time. And we accepted it because it happened gradually. First, it was just checked bags. Okay, fine. Then it was seat selection. Annoying, but whatever. Then it was carry-ons. Then early boarding. Then flight changes. Then cancellations. Each fee was introduced separately, years apart, so we never saw the full picture. We never stood up and said, "This is ridiculous," because each individual change seemed small. But add them all up, and you're paying 2010 full-service prices for 2026 budget airline service. So how did we get here? Budget airlines figured out they could unbundle service and charge for each piece. Traditional airlines copied them but kept their high base fares. Hotels joined the party. Comparison sites made it impossible to know the real price. And we kept booking because we still needed to travel. The simple experience became complicated garbage. The cheap option became expensive once you added everything back in. And somehow we're working harder, checking ourselves in, printing our own passes, comparing dozens of options for the privilege of paying more. Maybe the real question isn't how we got here, it's why we're still putting up with it. If this made you irrationally angry about your last trip, hit that like and subscribe button. We're breaking down all the industries that slowly turned into fee extraction machines while convincing you it was for your benefit. Trust me, travel is just the start.